Chapter 6361. Just when Charlie was sighing in the data center about the great potential of the AI model in the future, Abram and dozens of elite soldiers from the Cataclysmic Front, dozens of network and computer experts rushed to the Nordic data center. In addition to the technical personnel led by Abram, there was also a 4-star warrior responsible for commanding all the soldiers responsible for police and security work. Abram saw Charlie, walked a few steps quickly to him, and said nervously, "Hello, Mr. Wade." "Hello. See you again." Seeing Charlie, he felt excited and cordial, but also a little more reserved. When he first met Charlie, he didn't know his identity and called Charlie brother. After being saved by him and knowing his identity, he had more respect and awe for him now. Seeing that he was somewhat nervous, Charlie smiled and said, "Brother, you must have been exhausted from the journey." Abram hurriedly said, "Mr. Wade, you are too polite." The 4-star warrior at the side immediately stepped forward and said to Charlie respectfully, "Hello, Mr. Wade. I'm Lyson Tang. I've been ordered to be in charge of the security here. Together with the 60 soldiers, I will go all out to shoulder the responsibility of guarding this place." Charlie nodded and asked him, "How are you going to carry out the next security work?" Lyson immediately said, "Mr. Wade, we will immediately begin to familiarize ourselves with the on-site environment and start rapid deployment. In the next 3 months, the 60 people led by me will implement a 24-hour 2-shift system in the data center to ensure that 30 people are on duty at any time, and the other 30 are on standby at any time, and do not leave the data center for 24 hours. Charlie said, "Being here 24 hours a day, I'm afraid it will be unbearable after a long time. We can give everyone some holidays to relax outside." Lyson said immediately, "Mr. Wade, the Supreme Commander said that this data center is of great significance and requires us not to leave for 24 hours. However, every 40 days, 20 people will come from the headquarters to rotate. The soldiers who rotate can have a 10-day holiday and report back to the headquarters after the holiday." After that, Lyson said, "But the Supreme Commander said that his order is only valid if you don't give any instructions. If you have any arrangements, we will follow your on-site instructions." Charlie smiled and said, "Joseph is more thoughtful than me, so just follow his instructions." Lyson immediately stood up and said loudly, "Okay, Mr. Wade, tell me any instructions at any time." After that, he said, "Mr. Wade, I have to report to you that the Supreme Commander has arranged for someone to transport our weapons and equipment from Sweden, and it is expected to arrive tonight." "Okay." Charlie nodded and said, "Just follow your pace. If weapons and equipment want to enter any country, they must go through special channels." Charlie knew that he could not help much with this matter, and it was not convenient for Helena to come forward. Cataclysmic Front must have its own way, so there was no need for him to ask more. Lyson immediately said to Charlie, "Mr. Wade, if you have no other instructions, I will take people to familiarize themselves with the environment, mark the positions of the sentries, and formulate a preliminary duty plan." Charlie said, "Okay, thank you for your hard work." Lyson bowed to Charlie, turned around, and left. Charlie and Abram were left. Abram asked Charlie impatiently, "Mr. Wade, has the ARI model been delivered for use now?" Charlie said, "It has been fully delivered, and it still needs to be slowly explored for use. The next step is how to maximize the strength of this model." After that, Charlie asked him, "Brother, do you think this thing is useful for your professional field?" Abram thought for a while and said, "If it's just for communication, it's not very useful. But if it involves encrypted communication, it's still very useful. In terms of encryption strategy, ARI should be able to be more complex, which greatly increases the difficulty of cracking. In addition, if we will do satellite monitoring in the future, ARI should be very helpful."